Alright, welcome back everybody. I've been getting a lot of comments in the last couple days of what I've been using when I'm out kayaking, and I catch these big smallies. So everybody wants to know, and I'll share my little secret with you, okay? This is what I use to catch most of the smallies that you have seen in some of my more recent videos. I've caught some 7-pounders and some that were 21, 22 inches plus, and either way, I will show you the exact lures that I caught 3 of the 4 of the monster smallies that I've been catching, and this is it right here, okay? Just simple crayfish crankbait. Typically the water we fish is going to be more cloudy. It does have a pretty good flow to it and is a big major river. The Cumberland, which runs from Kentucky all the way through Tennessee. But this is the #1 right here, which is just your simple crayfish lure. Running this about 10 foot deep. I do have a depth finder on my kayak as well as a trolling motor, so I try to keep this lure right here when I'm trolling it or casting it. I try to keep it in about the 10 to 12 foot range. That's where they're holding as of lately. In addition to this lure, another lure that works really well is the red coloration of the exact same type of lure. Let's see if I can get this little guy off of here. But the red coloration of the crayfish lure, it has some of the markings like a crayfish, not as bold and pronounced as the one I just showed you beforehand. However, this one right here, with the different color scheme with the red and the black on top, it really stands out in low light situations, like right before dark. And they've been hitting this pretty well. Of course, you do get a lot of bycatch running a standard crankbait. You will catch your standard spot or largemouth or even a drum. I've caught quite a few of those that have been of size. However, the smallmouth, they can't turn this down when it goes whizzing by them. And like I said, about 10 to 12 foot of range. So if you're new to this and this is smallmouth fishing is not your specialty or anything like that, I definitely recommend you go out and pick up some crayfish colors. I have some friends, they use some different variations, different types of lures. I prefer the bombers. These guys have never let me down. They're solid lures. The hooks are actually pretty decent on them. I have changed out the hooks many a times on these just to make sure that they're still sharp and everything's good to go. So there you have it. Other than that, on the rods, I'm only using just your standard lightweight ugly stick. You can pick those up just about anywhere. They're good, solid, high-quality rods, and if they break, you can always go back and you can get you a brand new one for free. As well as I've got a little Daiwa right here. It's a 3500 series, not my favorite. However, the Shimano Sienna, this little freshwater reel, pick it up at Bass Pro Shops or at Dick's Sporting Goods. Awesome little reel. The drag performs flawlessly, and I've never had an issue with it. I've been using it about 2 years now. Other than that, 6 to 8 pound test range is where I like to be. I don't like a lot of line in heavyweights. It gives a little bit more to the fight. That way I do have to stay on top of the drag. So that's what I'm using to catch these monster smallies, and I'll give you an example of it here shortly.